Hi guys, my name is Redford and this is the CFC perspective. I'll be focusing on mainly just football stories and I'll be revolving around the club that I love, which is Chelsea Football Club. Why have I made this channel? It's because I believe I have many strong footballing opinions and there's no better site apart from YouTube to put your opinions on. And if you watch this video and you don't believe in my opinions or you have opinions that are different, please can you just put that in the comment section and I'll reply to every single one of you. Okay, so today's video will not be Chelsea related, even though it's arguably the biggest game of the season later, Chelsea versus Manchester City. I really hope the boys can pick up a victory. I say maybe 3-2 because we've both got shaky defences. We can both score quite a lot of goals and I hate to say it, but Aguero is quite a scary man. So it can go either way. But today's video will be focusing on the club that I hate and the manager which you can't deny he was the best manager in the world, still could be up there. He's won so many trophies, this being Jose Mourinho and Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously, I hate Tottenham because London rivalry, and even though I have met Harry Kane and he seemed to be quite a nice guy, you just can't like Tottenham. I believe I'm just answering quite a few questions which you might be asking, and I've seen on Twitter and other YouTubers. Shout out to George Benson Football, by the way. Great Chelsea channel. Hopefully I can be a bit like him. I'm not trying to take his ideas. I've got my own ideas for my own videos. I just like the way he does things, and I love his match vlogs. I will be going to the Chelsea West Ham game, by the way. Thought I might bring that up because today's video does involve West Ham as well. And the main question is, did Pochettino deserve to be sacked? Yes, he did get them to the Champions League final, but no away wins in 10 months, and yes, the players were not on his side, they wanted out, they didn't want anything a part of him, and I think the stress was just piling up on him, and it eventually just kicked him out the door. He did get a payout though, which you could say was good, and he will most definitely get in big job call-ups for clubs like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid. It's almost definite. And Mourinho, what a signing by Daniel Levy. Can you even call it a signing? But however much his wages are, I think it's something like £15 million or something, almost double Pochettino. But he's a man which will get you trophies, and that is something Spurs don't do recently, and they haven't got a trophy in something is it 12 years? But yeah, so where do I think Mourinho can take them? I believe Mourinho, it's going to be a tough ask, but I think they can get top 6, because this isn't me being biased, but this is how I think it will go. No matter how much I hate it, I think there's no way Liverpool can bottle the league at this point. Second place, it all depends, but you just think with all the money they've spent and their squad depth, it's got to go to Man City. Third place, that's where the bias comes in. I know we're young and we're most likely going to flop, but I just think this young talent's got so much potential that we can get third place, and it just depends on injuries and stuff like that. I believe it's a fight for fourth place between Leicester and Arsenal, because if Leicester lose Jamie Vardy or James Maddison, that's their season, well, you could say over, because they're their biggest influences, apart from maybe Ndidi in the middle. And Arsenal, because even though they're in terrible form as well right now, you just can't stop that front three. I think it's just too good. And considering they might be getting a new manager as well with the entire Emery situation, that's top 4 for me. Then fifth place, you've got to say it's really I don't know, Man United or Arsenal once again, because I think Leicester will probably edge that third place now thinking about it. And then you just don't know, because if that fifth place, does go to Arsenal, because I think they've got a much stronger and more depth squad than United, then it's really between Tottenham and Man United, and at this point I don't really know. What I've just said is really confusing, but overall recap, I think it'll most likely finish Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Leicester, Arsenal, United, maybe Tottenham just getting into that top 6. It depends on Man United's performances as well. So, yeah, that's where I think the future will be. But now on to today's game. Today's game was quite an eventful one. It was a 12:30 kickoff, Spurs versus West Ham. And it started off quite free. The game was quite open and anything could happen, really. So, what I found very confusing is that Jose Mourinho didn't start Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen is a very influential player in the middle, and for Denmark, I believe he got 2 goals in the international break. And I just think he's one of the best midfielders in the world, and how a Real Madrid or something didn't come in for him in the summer. Understandably, his contract is up, I believe, next summer, so that's probably why. But I just don't know how you drop Eriksen. Dele Alli, what a performance, though. I must give it him. And the first couple minutes of the match, you could definitely tell that there was a new manager, because there was so much more energy and persistence in that Spurs team to get their ball. And when they did get the ball, they were just extremely well with it. Nice passing play. West Ham did have a few chances within the first half an hour as well, but it was a reasonably dead game. But the highlight of that first half was definitely the balls in. I saw balls from Ryan Frederick, I think that's his name, Cresswell, as well as I think Aurier did a very peach of a ball as well, and that was just amazing. And then 35 minutes in, Son to Dele Alli, I believe. Dele Alli, I don't know how he's kept that ball in the play. That was a very, very good touch. Son goes past one, fakes the other, and then terrible goalkeeping from Roberto. I don't know how he's got a West Ham contract, if I'm honest. The performance he put on today, I don't even think he'd make it as a championship club. So, yeah, that made it 1-0. And then a short reply from West Ham nearly made it 1-1, but it ended up being a poor effort from, I believe it was Sebastian Haller, who had another terrible game, in my opinion anyway. And then Lucas Moura, Son with the assist this time. Lucas Moura with a great goal to make it 2-0. And then the game looked pretty much over from there. Everyone was just stopping, everyone was tired. And then half time came along. Philippe Janssen, who arguably had done nothing in the first half, came off for Antonio, who has scored some memorable goals on the games I've watched anyway in the past, and I believe is a very, very underrated football player. He came on and he completely changed the game. He was very energetic, which I must say barely anyone on that West Ham team was today. They put in a shocking performance. How the result came out to be what it was, I will never know. But that kind of was, you could say, ruined by the fact that Harry Kane made it 3-0. 3-0. For a team that hasn't won away in 10 months, you just can't do that at home as well. Pretty much a full packed stadium. I know they're in 16th, but yeah, with the signings you've made, you can't do that. And yeah, so talking about Antonio again, later in the game, after that, everything just died. No one even cared anymore. It was just practically walking. Antonio, what a touch, dribbles past one, makes the run, goes past a second, it's 3-1, everyone cheers, the game's back on, West Ham players are starting to run. And then they just gave up again. I didn't know what to say. It could have easily been 5-1, because Declan Rice, what a performance. He's made, I think it was 3 ditch challenges and didn't even get carded. It was the best CDM performance I've seen in a while. And I've watched a lot of good CDMs, especially the man, the myth, the legend, N'Golo Kante. And I know he's not fully fit yet. Well, he is, but you never know with Kante at this age. That's a Kante performance if I've ever seen one. And then 90th minute, it's like, the game's pretty much over. What another ball in. Once again, the whips this game, they're absolutely class. Another ball in, Declan Rice off the Haller header, which it was the only highlight of the game, to be honest, for Haller. Goal 3-2. The whole stadium was like, it's back on! VAR, no. Don't even get me started on VAR. I've had enough of that. And then VAR says no. And then last kick of the game, Ogbonna makes it 3-2 with a beautiful header, I must say. 3-2. But if it wasn't for VAR, this could easily be a 3-3 game. And yeah, so full time, unlucky. Both teams had a poor half. West Ham's being the first, Spurs being the second. Because like I said, Spurs were very energetic, but as the game led on, they began to tire and their performance just became worse and worse. So overall, I don't believe the game should have been a 3-2 game. Maybe a 3-3, maybe even like a 1-1. I don't think the performance was that good at all. But that is my match preview. And to finish off the video, I would like to just do a little thing which I want to add on to all of my videos. 3 good and 3 bad. It will be reviewing the 3 players in the game which I believe put in amazing performances, and 3 players which I believe deserve to be on the bench for next game. So I'm going to start with the 3 bad so we can end on a positive note. 3 bad. Alright, firstly being, it's quite a harsh one to be honest, Gazzaniga. Gazzaniga, I know he only let in 2 to be fair, but it was a terrible performance, made no key saves if we're being truly honest. And yeah, out of all the Spurs team, I'd say worst performance was him, because even Aurier had a good game getting an assist, and you don't see that very often. Second, Haller, terrible in the final third. He made, I believe, 2 good passes, but he could have scored at least 2, missing 2 headers, because even the assist to Declan Rice wasn't on target, and terrible touch in the final third that could have easily made it an equaliser. And finally, Roberto, I don't know, he's a Premier League keeper. Once again, he wouldn't make it in the Championship, and West Ham need to get rid of him quick and hope Fabianski is as fit as a fiddle and can get into the starting 11 soon enough, because without Fabianski in goal, it's relegation for West Ham, and just watch this space, okay? And finally, to end on a positive note, the 3 good. The third best performance in this match, I believe, was the man who got a goal and an assist. I could be wrong on the assist, but I believe he was the one that pulled the ball across to Lucas. Son. He was running about the shop all game long, and I just think that whatever this guy does, he's probably too good for Spurs. I could see him going to, maybe, I can't really see him playing for any of the Spain clubs. I could easily see him going to like a Juventus, just for maybe if Ronaldo stays on for a little bit and they can't get an Mbappe or anything, he could easily go there. £100 million player for sure. Second is the man I've already mentioned, Antonio. The second half, he changed the game completely. I know I've already said that, but it was quite cool to see how a one man coming on can change it. He used his physical, his pace, even a great finish for a guy which is not renowned for his shooting. And I believe he used to play right back. I could be wrong, but I believe he did. And yeah, so he almost got the man of the match if it wasn't for this guy, Declan Rice. I've slated him before, obviously not in video because this is the first video, but I've slated him before, and there he's just completely changed my idea of him. I thought he was quite a lazy defensive midfielder, but no, what that performance today showed is that his consistency, because he didn't just do it just once. He knows how to challenge. He can put in an absolute scorcher of a pass. And I believe he had a shot on goal, which Gazzaniga struggled to save. But I could be wrong on that note. So yeah, my man of the match goes to Declan Rice. What a performance. And yeah, so thank you for watching the first video on the CFC perspective. I have been Redford, and I hope that the Chelsea game goes well today, and I hope all of you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any criticism, please put it down there. Whatever can be constructive helps this channel, and I hope I can be doing this channel for a long time, because I love talking about football, and I want to hopefully do something to do with football and maybe journalism. So yeah, if you have anything you can help me with, I'd like to say thank you once again for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!